All right, hello. It's Kiki Strickland, the Matchmaker and Dating Coach. And I wanted to come on today to talk about this whole Who the F Did I Marry series because I think it came out this week and a lot of people have been watching the series on TikTok. And now I'm hearing that her ex-husband has rebutted some of the things that she said, and then someone else even said he's a relationship coach, and it's just getting crazier and crazier. First of all, the story was crazy, and I will admit, disclaimer, I did not listen to the whole series. I only listened to about an hour. I think I fell asleep after that. Some of you said you listened to the entire series, and I can understand why. I think she's a good storyteller. She definitely got us interested in hearing what was going to happen next. But I guess, like I said, I did about 10 episodes, which was about an hour, because I think they were each about 10 minutes. For those of you who have not listened to the Who the F Did I Marry on TikTok. But anyway, I am a dating coach and I talk about different issues, and I couldn't let this one go by without adding in my comments on it, because I know that every time something happens, any story comes out, or a divorce between a very famous couple, or pretty much anything, a lot of women will say, see, that's why I don't date, or see, that's why I'll never get married. And there's just a lot of negativity out there. There's a lot of discouragement. Some women have given up on love, and I am here to help you keep hope alive. I am getting married in a couple of months, and this will be my second marriage. And I am in my early 50s. I'm 51. So I'm here to tell you that it's never too late to find love. I work with women just like you, mainly women of faith. So if you are a believer, you should definitely be holding on to the report of the Lord, not these reports of other people. Unfortunately, this woman with this TikTok series is not the first woman or the last woman that has been through something like this, who has been deceived in a relationship, who even knew before she married the person that there were lies that he told. She even said in the first 10 episodes that she knew he was lying about the house situation, and she let it go. She did not address it with him. She did not call him on the carpet about telling the lie about the home. And so that's another thing that I want to point out, is when you are dealing with someone, dating someone, and things are not adding up, address them. There's no reason why she couldn't have just sat down and said, hey, you told me this about the house, and then I found out by doing my own research, XYZ. And then it's on him to explain the situation. Why not do that if you have caught them in a lie? So it helps if you are using your support system when you are dating someone, to just check in with them and say, hey, this has happened. The best avenue of support is a dating coach like myself, someone who is a life coach, who has dealt with a lot of different issues that people go through with dating, who can give you advice on what to do every step of the way. So that would have been the best thing for her to be doing, to actually be working with someone, a professional, a therapist, at least, checking in with, hey, this is what's happening in my relationship. What do you think about this? What should I do about this? Please get the support that you need. We are all out here working in this industry, either like me, the singles dating industry, or therapists who, work with you on any issue that you may have, or any questions you have about anything in your life. So definitely take advantage of us professionals out here that are actually dedicated to helping you through your relationship issues. So at any point, she could have talked to somebody about what was going on. I don't know. She might have even done that. Like I said, I only got through about an hour of it, and that was all. But there are many, many, many stories on both sides. Men have stories too about how women did them wrong, how women cheated on them. And actually, I heard that her ex-husband, who she talked about in this series, has now come out and said no, the reason why they got a divorce is because she cheated on him. So who knows what the real story is, and you can never know what the story is of what's happened between a couple. Even if you get both sides of the story, you still are not going to know everything that happened. So it's best to stay out of people's situation. Help where you can. If you're just a friend of theirs, or if you are maybe a sister or even a mother, you only get the one side usually. So your advice can only go so far. He mentioned that they even went to couples counseling and that it didn't work because she cheated. So again, we'll never know the entire story, nor do we need to. That's their business, and it really should have stayed between them. It was entertainment for us. Unfortunately, her life is entertainment. But just like a reality show where people are displaying all that's happening, open for public consumption, you're going to get a lot of opinions. You're going to get a lot of people to weigh in. And I am not here to weigh in on that. I'm just here to tell those of you who watched it and now feel discouraged about dating, please don't let that be the outcome for you. You still want to walk in faith. You still have to know that the Lord has good for you, that if he's called to marriage, and I believe if you have the desire to be married, then he has someone for you. And all you need to know is when you see the red flags, pay attention and respond accordingly. If it's something that you cannot work out with the person through conversation and through counseling, keep it moving. You don't have to marry this person. She did not have to marry him. Even after seeing all of these things, she went ahead and got married to him. So that was her choice. And maybe it was even good for a while. I'm sure the whole thing wasn't bad, or she wouldn't have been in it. So we also have to keep in mind that, there's some good parts to any relationship, or you wouldn't be doing it at all. So we heard her story about the negative mainly, and could have been anybody's story. We all have some story. If we've been in a relationship that didn't work, we all have stories about how it went wrong. So I would say do not waste your time on things that are negative and that are going to put you in the mindset that you're depressed or you feel like things can't work for you. Your story is going to be different. And if you're a woman of faith, then you have to continue believing that the Lord has somebody good for you. There are many wonderful men out there. Despite all the bad ones that are out there, there are good ones too, as you know this. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect either. Men have stories about women who were just as scandalous and who did them wrong. But despite all of that, we know that the Lord's purpose and plans for our lives are good. And that's what we're looking for. And that's what we are going to focus on. So keep your focus, keep your faith. Know that your Mr. Right is coming. I'm not accepting clients at the moment, but I will be soon. And I want you to work with me if you are a person who says, I don't know where to find him. I only find these crazy men like this one in this story. That shouldn't be. There are plenty of good and godly men out there, and they are looking for women like you. So we can work together in the future and help you find each other. I'm a matchmaker for men, and then I'm a dating coach for women and men. So keep checking out to see when I will be accepting new clients, because it will be very soon. I'm thinking this fall. So check back. My website is in the comments. And make sure that you keep your eyes and your focus on what is good and what is true and what is of good rapport, as the word says, and what is of faith. And don't dwell on the negative. Don't live in the discouragement of others. Even she is going to move on and meet somebody great. Maybe she already has. I don't know because I didn't get to the end of it. But hopefully she will be happy in the end. And even he, if he's worked out his life now, he can find somebody new. And love is always going to find you if you're open to it. So as long as we're all open to receiving love, it's going to come at any age. I know women in their 70s and 80s who are getting married. So you want to just continue to keep the faith, like I said, to stay positive and don't feed in negativity. Yes, it's entertainment, but if you start feeling, ooh, this is like taking me in a different place, don't listen to any more of it, okay? All right, it's Kiki Strickland. Check out my other videos on dating advice and come back for more. Thanks for listening and happy dating.